So hi, it's Debra Stangl, founder of Sedona Soul Ventures, and we're at one of the most fun things that we do on the Egypt trip, which is to come to the Papyrus Institute to find out how the ancient Egyptians made papyrus. And this is Saeed, who I've seen so many different times. This is the incredible papyrus plant. So Saeed, tell us about how the Egyptians made papyrus.
First, I must give you some information about the papyrus plant itself. The papyrus plant, it's a tropical plant. In the ancient time, used to grow at the banks of the river Nile, but it's grown nowadays in special farms by the government as the plant disappeared and the government replanted it again. The ancient Egyptians were attracted by the shape of the plant, and they considered it as a holy plant. Why? Because of two reasons. The first reason is the flower. The flower of the plant, it looks like the rays of the sun. It was a symbol for the greatest god for the ancient Egyptians, the god of the sun. You know his name? Ra. Well done. The second reason is the stem. Stem, it's what?
Round?
Round.
No, it's not. It's triangle. You can see it.
Here.
Pyramid.
السجاير في الدرج مقفول عليها خد.
Triangle.
Yeah, triangle. And in Egypt, what's the triangular? Pyramids. Thank you. And the pyramids, it were a symbol of eternity and the everlasting life for the ancient Egyptians. Did you visit the pyramids?
Yes.
Under the pyramids, the ancient Egyptian built tombs, or the pyramids was a scene of tomb, because they believed in the afterlife. Okay? But how we made the papyrus? First, we will cut the stem according to the size we need. If you like to make small size or a big size. And the papyrus plant grow about 6 or 7 meters high. But not in our Egypt weather. It needs less hot than here, and it needs a humid weather. The ideal weather to the papyrus plant in Egypt, it's in the north. In the delta, North Cairo, about 60 or 65 kilometers. And also from the ancient time, the ancient Egyptians take the papyrus plant, symbol of Lower Egypt, and they take the lotus flower, symbol of our Egypt. The stem, it will be as big as this, there, in the delta. And by the way, it's grow very fast, grow about 1 meter for 1 month, 1 meter. And the field of the papyrus plant must to full with the water all the time, like the rice field. And now you can touch the plant, you can feel it. It feels like plastic, but it's a real plant, not made in China. Yeah. First, we have here a small part of the papyrus stem. First, we removed the outer green part. First, have a look here to this green part. This green part, as you see, it's very flexible, you see, and also it's strong. The ancient Egyptians, they were very clever persons. You can imagine that they make many things from this part, like what?
Rope.
Baskets.
Boats.
Yeah, boats, ropes, hats. And there's still some of this scenes made out of this part at the moment in the Egyptian Museum in Cairo, in the collection of Tutankhamun in the 2nd floor. Yeah? But the important part here, this inner part, or this white part, and they made the papyrus from this inner part. First, we will cut it like this. Have a look here. This inner part, it's breakable. Why? Because it have a lot of water, sugar, and air gaps. Sugar, water, air gaps. To make it ready for made papyrus, we use this mallet to damage the fibers first. By the way, we can make the slide itself thick or thin as we like. Okay? And then we're going to use this rolling pin. I think all of you have this at home. Yeah.
Another ancient Egyptian.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can see a lot of water come out from the slide. And now, if we check this slide, it came very flexible and also strong. The other one here, it's still breaker. After this, we will put or we will let the slices in a water, just water, for 1 week. Why? As I told you before, it have sugar. After 1 week in the water, the sugar, it will come and surface on it. And if you touch any slide, it will be sticky by the sugar. And then we use this sugar to stick the slices together without using any glue. Only the sugar. After 1 week, we will bring 2 pieces of carpets like this nowadays, but the ancient Egyptians in the ancient time, they used the animal leather or the animal skins. And now we will start to make papyrus paper. First, we will make these slices, horizontal and vertical lines, but here we will make it overlapping. It's very, very important. Not weaving it. Yeah, overlap. After finishing the horizontal lines, we start to make it vertical. Just like this. Very easy. Got it? And then we will cover it. Need a photo? Cheese.
Here we go. There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome. After this, we will cover it by the other piece of carpet and we will press it for a week also to dry and to stick together.
Do they press it with stones?
No.
Where they did that too?
No.
Magic.
Just fat lady.
He got you. Peter, sit on it.
It's on it for a week.
No, 1 hour. Enough, yeah. We speak about the ancient time, the ancient Egyptian ladies.
Yeah.
You know? Actually, they
Oh,
use
really?
stones or rocks, okay? But nowadays, they use big machines.
Presses.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Then, 1 week in the water, another week under the hand press. After 2 weeks, we can get this white or beige papyrus paper. This papyrus paper is strong, but of course you can cut it or you can turn it because it's just paper, very soft, please. Also easy to roll, with no damage at all, because this is the real papyrus paper. Have a look here. You can see the horizontal and the vertical lines under the light. I tell you this because sometimes they make fake ones from banana leaves.
From what leaves?
Banana.
Banana leaves, yeah. First, we must know why they're using the banana leaves. Available, they can get it from anywhere. It looks like the papyrus paper. It's very cheap and it's quicker or faster. It didn't take all of this time. What is the difference? The banana leaves didn't get any sugar. Then they use chemical glue to stick the banana leaves together. And usually they put it or they keep it in plastic bags all the time. Why? The first reason, to make it very flexible, like the original one, because if you roll it in the plastic bags, it will be easy to roll like this one. But if you get out that paper from the plastic bags and if you let it in the air for 10 or 20 minutes maximum, and if you just try to roll it like this, it will be cracked. Okay? But I think In the real one, no damage. I think, yeah? And I hope as well. See? Also, if we put this paper in the water, here. Have a look. Still fine, because this is the real papyrus paper. We have here another color of the papyrus paper, the brown papyrus paper. How we will get this brown? Before we put the slices in the water, we will leave it in the sun or in the air for 5 or 6 hours. Why?
Oxidation.
Well done. The sugar, it will be oxidized. And then we will let it for double time in the water. 2 weeks in the water and 2 weeks under the hand press. This is the only difference between the beige one and the brown one or the antique one. And there is another difference in the prices. The brown ones, it's more expensive than the white papyrus paper. What about the painting? Most of these scenes around the institute from A to Z hand painted by famous artists in Egyptian Academy in Cairo, not here in Luxor. And usually they're using the watercolors or the gouache colors, but the papyrus paper accepts any kind of colors or any kind of inks. And by the way, not all the time. The price of the papyrus paper depends on the size. Sometimes it depends on the name of the artist who painted this scene. Okay? And we have here about 40 or 45 artists in our Papyrus Institute. The important part about the papyrus paper, it's about the story. Every papyrus, a small one or big one, have a good meaning, have a great story behind it, because the artists take these scenes from the real scenes, from the tombs and from the temples. But we have here some famous ones, like this one. It's the most famous scene done on papyrus at all. This is the final judgment, or the judgment day. You heard about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know where's the original one?
Original?
Yeah, it's in the Egyptian Museum, and there's another one in the British Museum in London. Did you know from where the artists take this scene? The Book of the Dead, the chapter 125. I will give you a preview about it. They wave the heart of this dead man against a feather. Why a feather? The feather is a symbol of truth and justice for the goddess of truth and justice. Her name is Ma'at, M-A-A-T. If the heart is heavier than the feather, it means this man is guilty and never pass to the afterlife. But if the feather heavier, it means this man is innocent, then he will pass to the paradise. Very easy. Much easier than nowadays. Very famous scene, the zodiac or the calendar. It's an amazing one. You can see it in the ceiling of the temple of Dendera. You visit Dendera temple or?
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet.
You will visit.
We will visit.
This is, it shows us the 4 directions, north, south, east, and west. 4 ladies, the 4 seasons, summer, spring, winter, and autumn. If we count their bodies together, it's 12 months per year. And their hands, 24 hours per day. Inside the zodiac here, 36 persons. They were assembled for 36 weeks. Why 36, not 52? Because the ancient Egyptian week was longer, 10 days per week. Also in the middle you can see the 12 zodiac signs. Scorpion, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and so on. The original one, the French cut it from the ceiling of the temple of Dendera, and the UNESCO make a copy there. And nowadays, Dendera temple is one of the best temples in the whole of Egypt, because now it's a color. Before this, just the scenes and black scenes. Yeah. Very famous scene also, I like it myself, it's the Tree of Life. You can see 5 birds. They're presenting for the 5 stages of the human being. Babyhood, childhood, youth, maturity, and the wisdom age. The first four birds, they look into the east, to the sunshine, to the sunrise. Except that one, look to the west, to the sunset, look to the afterlife.